Hey y'all, Corey here from Grow Ensemble, and in this video you're going to learn exactly why and how reforested wood is the most sustainable building material that we could use. And to do so, we'll hear from Arum Terry, an experienced ecopreneur who has founded multiple sustainable businesses that capture carbon through reforestation and sink carbon through finished wood-based products. In 2007, he founded Madera Sostenibles with his father, which established tree farms on deforested land. And in 2014, with his wife, Abril Zepeda, they founded Messiah & Co., a furniture brand that offers beautiful wood products from sustainably managed forests. And now, the latest, a new company called Guayakon, which builds prefabricated homes from high-quality reforested wood. Let's dive in. What makes your process of reforestation, or as well your process of procuring these building materials, this wood, actually sustainable?
I think it's really comes down to making reforestation a business so that more people do it and it becomes prolific. And so when I look at what Taking Root's doing, which we also want to do with small farmers, we're starting to do it this year. You also have these big institutional plantations where there's some Swiss investments here. There's some other large institutional holders who have a couple thousand hectares of tree farms, or our small tree farms. All of them have the same problem. What do you do with the wood when it's produced? Most of them are thinking about carbon, they're thinking about sustainability, but they don't really know wood that well. The basic model is, we're gonna grow this wood, throw it in a container and ship it to India in 20 years. So that's what you do with teak. It could be more sustainable. You are capturing carbon, you are reforesting, you're turning something into a constant carbon sink, but you're also shipping it across the sea, across the ocean, selling it at a low price. It makes the business fairly marginal. In order to export to India and have that kind of material flow, you have to be a larger player. How do you make it profitable for everybody? And I think it's oversimplify it. It's adding value. You have to create factories here that are designed, factories which make products which are sold that consume this reforested wood. And that's something that I think people don't realize when they start planting. Reforested wood and old growth wood are very different things. The diameters, when we're harvesting or doing thinnings at year 10 or 12, you're talking about like 4 to 7 inch trees. So when you think about that against a 24, 36 inch mature tree, the wood that comes out of it is totally different. If you want to sell that to a Chinese furniture factory, they don't want it because it's not the spec on what they're producing. So to me, it's about making a consumer for this very special wood, which is, can be looked at as low grade, or, it has more knots, it has more sap, it has more pith. It's a very kind of complicated process where we have to design and market products that consume this plantation wood. To me, wood is the only option for building materials. And, you get pushback, some people saying don't use wood because you don't want to cut down trees. My point of view is use as much wood as possible because you're sinking carbon. Wood is 50% carbon. As long as the wood is reforested, it's been planted and grown, the more people are doing that, the more carbon is captured, the more soils are protected, soils are enriched, etc.
Is it unquestionable that the amount of trees replanted will exceed what it is that we're cutting down and using for building materials? If it's use as much wood as we possibly can, how confident are we that we can continue to replant at a rate that exceeds what it is that we take down?
The more you use it, the more demand you create and the more people plant. You want to distinguish between native forest wood and reforested wood. But you look at the US and all the pine plantations and Doug fir plantations, and it's a very sustainable business, honestly. And the US is positive forest growth. You're really talking about these places in Latin America or in Africa that poverty is causing deforestation. You want to create an alternative for them by growing wood to do reforestation. And there's plenty of land to supply the needs. They say that an area the size of Manhattan is created every year across the globe. That's all concrete, steel, and glass. None of them are sustainable materials, and they're all creating carbon. Moving all building towards wood will be a key factor, I think, in climate change.
Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to dive deeper into the work of Arum, reforestation, and the sustainability of reforested wood as a building material, you should check out our full conversation. There's going to be a link here somewhere above or as well down in the description below. As well, if you want to check out any of Arum's companies, there will likewise be direct links to find any of those down in the description. And lastly, I have to ask, if you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel right now. Thanks, y'all.